Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Welcome to today's chanting of the Ratana Sutta, followed by our weekly WikiPali class. Dhamma USA is a dedicated team of spiritual friends which is conducting this chanting under Venerable Bhante's method. May I now request Bhante to begin the Buddha Puja and the Ratana Sutta.
Vipatti patibahaya sabba sangpatti siddhiya sabba dukkha vinasaya parittang brutha mangalang Vipatti patibahaya sabba sangpatti siddhiya sabba bhaya vinasaya parittang brutha mangalang Vipatti patibahaya sabba sangpatti siddhiya sabba roga vinasaya parittang brutha mangalang Samantha Chakravalesu Atra Gaccantu Devata Saddhammang Munirajasa Sunangtu Sagga Mokkadang Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayang Bhadangta Parita Savana Kalo Ayang Bhadangta Parita Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayang Bhadangta Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Yani bhutani samagatani Bummani vayani va antalike Sabbeva bhuta sumana bhavantu Atopi sakkacca sunangtu bhasitang Tasmahi bhutani sameta sabbe Metang karota manusia pajaya Diwacarato harangti baling Tasmahine rakkata appamatta Yang kincivitang idhavahurangva Sagge suayang ratanang panitang නනෝ සමං අත්ථි තථාගතේන ඉදං පිබුද්ධේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ථි හෝතු khයං විරාගං අමතං පනිතං යදජ්ජගා සක්‍ය මුනි සමාහිතෝ නතේන ධම්මේන සමත්ථි කිංචි ඉදම්පි ධම්මේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ථි හෝතු යං බුද්ධ සෙට්ඨෝ පරිවන්නයි සුචින් සමාධිමානං තරිකං්ඤමාහෝ සමාධිනාතේන සමෝන විජ්ජති ඉදංපි ධම්මේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ථි හෝතු යේ පුග්ගලං අට්ඨ සතං පසත්තා චත්තාරේතානි යුගානි හොන්ති තේ දක්ඛිනේයා සුගතස්ස ශාවකා ඒතේසු දින්නානි මහඵලානි ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ථි හෝතු යේ සුප්පයුත්තා මනසාදල්හේන නික්ඛාමිනෝ ගෝතම සාසනම්හි තේ පත්තිපත්තාමතං විගයිහ ලද්ධා මුධා නිබ්බුතින් භුඤ්ජමානා ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ථි හෝතු යතින්ද khilo පඨවින් සිතෝසියා චතුබ්බේවා තේභිය සංපකම්පියෝ තතෝපමං සප්පුරිසං වදාමි යෝ අරිය සච්ඡානි අවෙච්ච පස්සති ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ථි හෝතු යේ අරිය සච්ඡානි විභාවයන්ති ගම්භීර පඤ්ඤේන සුදේසිතානි කිංචාපිතේ හුන්ති භුසප්පමත්තා නතේ භවං අට්ඨමං ආදියම්ති ඉදංපි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ථි හෝතු සහවස්ස දස්සන සංපදාය පයසු ධම්මා ජහිතා භවಂತಿ සක්කාය දිට්ඨි විචිකිච්ඡිතං ච සීලබ්බතං වාපි යදත්ථි කිංචි චතුහ පායේහි ච විප්පමුත්තෝ චචාභිඨානානි අභබ්බෝ කාතුං ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ථි හෝතු කිංචාපි සෝකං මං කරෝති පාපකං කායේන වාචා උදචේතසාවා අබබ්බෝ සෝතස්ස පටිච්ඡාදාය අභබ්බතා දිට්ඨ පදස්ස වුත්තා ඉදංපි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්හි හෝතු වනප්පගුම්බේ යථා පුස්සිතග්ගේ ගිම්හානමාසේ පඨමස්මින් ගිම්හේ තතෝපමං ධම්ම වරං අදේසයි නිබ්බානගාමින් පරමං හිතාය ඉදංපි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්හි හෝතු වරෝ අරඤ්ඤෝ අරදෝ අරහරෝ අනුත්තරෝ ධම්ම වරං අදේසයි ඉදංපි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්හි හෝතු khīනං පුරාණං නවං නත්ථි සංභවං විරත්ත චිත්තායතිකේ භවස්මින් තේ khīන බීජා විරුල්හිච්ඡන්දා නිබ්බන්ති ධීරා යථායං පදීපෝ ඉදංපි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්හි හෝතු යානිධ භූතානි සමාගතානි භුම්මානිවායානිවං තලික්ඛේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං බුද්ධං නමස්සාම සුවත්හි හෝතු යානිධ භූතානි සමාගතානි භුම්මානිවායානිවං තලික්ඛේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං ධම්මං නමස්සාම සුවත්හි හෝතු යානිධ භූතානි සමාගතානි භුම්මානිවායානිවං තලික්ඛේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං සංඝං නමස්සාම සුවත්හි හෝතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සබ්බ දුක්ඛං විනස්සතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සබ්බ භයෝ විනස්සතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සබ්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු. By the firm determination of this truth, may you be free from suffering. May you be free from fear. May you be free from disease. May you and your near and dear ones and all your family members, friends and relatives, teachers and elders, and everyone in your community, everyone in your country, everyone in the world, especially those people who are affected by the COVID-19. May all of them, may all of you be well, happy, healthy, and safe wherever you are by the power of this wonderful Ratana Sutta chanting and by the blessings of the noble triple gem. May all sentient beings be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever they are. Sabbe Satta Bhavantu Sukhitatta. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
May I now request Venerable Bhante Sumit to end Ratana Sutri chanting by doing transfer of merits and making aspiration. After that, may I request Sister Janice to begin the WikiPali lesson. Thank you.
Tavatācamhehi sambhatam punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Etavatācamhehi sambhatam punya sampadang Sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Ettavataccamhehi sambhatam punya sampadang Sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idam mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiyam Sambitiyo vivajjantu Sambarogo vinasatu Mate bhavattvang tarayo Sukhe dīghāyuko bhava Bhavatu sabba mangalang Rakhantu sabba devata Sabba buddhanubhavena Sada sotte bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang Rakhantu sabba devata Sabba dhammanubhavena Sada sotte bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang Rakhantu sabba devata Sabba sanghanubhavena Sada sotte bhavantu te Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu
Welcome to our weekly Mahaniddesa study under WikiPali translation project. Today is the lesson on the week 38 and scheduled to last about an hour. Venerable Sumedha will continue on Araha discussion. May we invite Monday to start the teaching, please. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Honor to him, the Blessed One, the worthy one, the fully enlightened one. My utmost respect to the perfectly enlightened Samma Sambuddha, the noble doctrine of the Buddha, and the noble Mahasangha, the disciples of the Buddha. Hello everyone, welcome to our weekly WikiPali translation project. And today we are continuing with our discussion on the topic of Araha, Arahanta concept in Mahaniddesa Pali. And today we will discuss on this paragraph. This is chapter 4, Suddhartaka Sutta Niddesa. According to Sutta Nipata, this is the last stanza in that particular chapter in Sutta Nipata. It is goes like this. Simatiko brahmano tassanati nyatvacha disvacha samuggahitam narag na viragarato tassidhanati parang uggahitanti. This is stanza number 795 in Sutta Nipata. And the first two lines of the stanza we have here today to discuss. This whole paragraph explains in detail about that. And here we have, this is the Mahaniddesa WikiPali presentation of this particular paragraph, and we are here now. So, Simatiko brahmano tassa natti nyatvacha disvacha samuggahitanti. And if there be a brahmana or sage who has gone beyond all boundaries, and so this is the meaning of these two lines. And now we have to discuss about what is Sima, and there are 4 kinds of Simas, and we will discuss a little bit about them. And these are the 4 kinds of Simas that we have here. And yes, so Simatiko brahmano tassanati nyatvacha disvacha samuggahitanti. Interestingly, N.A. Jayavikrama Sutta Nipata has page number 313, Simatiko brahmano tassanati nyatva disvava samuggahitam is written. So here in here we have actually nyatvacha disvacha samuggahitam. I observe this as maybe a simple problem with the same ver and ch in Sinhala, as very little slight change into that. Maybe that could be the reason here. Ch and ver is given here, although they have little different meanings. So we will stick to this. I think this one is okay. Looks to me is okay. Ch. Simatiko brahmano tassanati nyatvacha disvacha samuggahitanti. Sima iti. Sima means chatasso simayo. There are 4 boundaries. Sima means boundary. Sakkaya ditti vichikicca silabbata paramaso ditthanusayo vichikiccanusayo tadekatthacha kilesa. Ayang patama sima. This is the first sima. Sakkaya ditti vichikicca silabbata paramasa. We know these are the first 3 sanyojanas, so the 3 fetters in the the path to Sotapanna. When someone attains Sotapannahood, he or she will get rid of Sakkaya Dittha, Vicikiccha and Silapata Paramasa. And then Ditthanusaya, Vicikiccanusaya, Tadekattacha Kilesa, and Dittyanusaya and Kilesanusaya and related defilements will also be gone. So that is one boundary, first boundary, Patama Sima. Ayang Patama Sima, this is this first boundary. Olarikang Kamaraga Sanyojanam, Patiga Sanyojanam, Olariko Kama Raganusayo, Patighanusayo, Tadekattacha Kilesa, Ayang Dutiya Sima. Now, Olarikang Kamaraganusayang means like gross Kamaraganusaya. These are again in the 10 fetters, Dasa Sangyojanas. Kamaraga Sangyojana and Patiga Sanyojana. And that is the Olarika level. Because when somebody attains Sakadagami, he or she will remove these Sanyojanas of fetters in Olarika level, not complete complete Vikambana level or Samucheda level. And Olarika Kamaraganusaya, Patighanusaya, and related defilements. This is called second Sima or Dutiya Sima, second boundary. Anusahagatan Kamaraganusangyojanang, Patighanusanyojanang, Anusahagato Kamaraganusayo, Patighanusayo, Tadekattacha Kilesa, Ayang Tatiya Sima. Now, when somebody attains anagami or non-return, then that person will get rid of the detailed or in-depth kamaraga and patiga sangyojanas of fetters. And anusahagata kamaraga anusayo, patiga anusayo, tadekattacha kilesa, ayang tatya sima. So, this again, those latent tendencies of Kamaraga and Patiga. And this is the third Sima. Ruparagocha, Aruparagocha, Mano, Uddachang, Avidya, Mananusayo, Bhavaraganusayo, Avidyanusayo, Tadekattach Kilesa, Ayang Tatchatutha Sima. This is the fourth boundary. And that is Ruparaga, Aruparaga, Mana, Uddhacha, Avidya. These are also called Uddhambhagiya Sanyojana. Only when somebody attains Arahantahood, he or she will be able to completely get rid of root out all the defilements, including these. Only when you are in Arahantahood, you would be able to eliminate, abandon Ruparaga, Aruparaga, Mana, Uddhacha, and Avijja. This is the rest of the Sangyojanas, or the second 5 Sangyojanas, what we call Uddham Bhagiya. And the first 5 Sangyojanas are called Oram Bhagiya. Oram Bhagiya Sangyojana from Sotapanna to Anagama. And that level, you will get rid of Oram Bhagiya Sanyojanas. And only when you are in Arahantahood, the last 5 Sanyojanas of fetters will be eliminated. Ruparaga, Aruparaga, Mana, Uddhacha, Avijja. These are the very important lesson actually here today. So Mananusaya, Bhavaragaanusaya, Avijjanusaya. So you see now Mana and then Bhavaraga, and these are Anusaya, latent tendencies. And then the Avijja. Avijja will be eliminated only as the last step towards Nibbana or enlightenment. Tade Katthacha Kilesa. So related defilements. This is the Chatutta Sima, or the fourth boundary. Yathocha chatuhi ariyamaggehi ima chatasso simayo atikkanto hoti samatikkanto vitivato so uchati simatigo. So this is why the word simatiga is here. So the one who has um, overcome all those boundaries, the one who has overcome all those four boundaries through Chatuhi Ariyamaggehi, four noble paths. Chatu means four. This is Chatuhi, Chatutti Vibhati Bahuvachana, and Arya is noble, Magga is path, four noble paths. Through four noble paths, someone has to someone has to overcome these boundaries. Then that person is called Sima Tigo. So Sima Tigo can also be used to the Arahanta person, or the liberated person, or the enlightened person. And again, the word Brahmano, the Brahmana is normally used to a particular caste in India, but this Brahmana is actually is more to do with those liberated ones. It's another synonym for Arahanta. Sattannang Dhammanang Bahitatta Brahmano. So Sattannang Dhammanang Bahitatta means so Brahmana is so called because he or she has got rid of or abandoned seven kind of dhammas. Sakkaya Ditti Bahita Hoti. This personality view is eliminated. Vichikicha Bahita, the doubt. Silabhata Paramasa Bahita Hoti. And Pe is the repetition, and then that means the rest. And Asito Thadi Pauchate Sa Brahma. So this is why this person is called Brahman. Tassati, and to that person, Arahato, to the liberated one, Khinasava, the one who has eliminated the asavas, cankers. Khinasava is another word for Arahanta. So we have quite a few words here for Arahanta person: Simatiga, Brahmana, Araha, and Khinasava. These four words are also uh, here. We have in this paragraph, we can see four semas, four boundaries, and then we have four words, and also we have four Ariyamagas, or noble paths. Uh, so this is again an interesting explanation of the word Araha, the concept of Arahantahod. And this one is explained in the fourth chapter of the Kama Sutta Nidesa, of not Kama Sutta Nidesa, of Mahaniddesa. This is the fourth chapter and the last stanza in that. So now we can discuss in detail. Maybe we can translate these things in detail. Okay, so Sima Tigo, gone over the limit. Sima Ati, go. So go means here gachati. It's not the English word go, it's actually gachati. Sima Ati go. Gone over the limits. And Brahmano, the Brahmana or a sage. And as we discussed, this is the Arahanta person. Tassa, to him. Nati, not have. Nyatva, having known. Cha, also. Diswa, having seen. Cha, also. Samuggahitanti, firmly grasped. Iti. thus. So this is the two stanza, two lines of that stanza in the Sutta Nipata that is explained here. And now in detail, um, Simati, Sima, it's a slur here. So Sima iti, boundary, means Chatasso Simayo, four boundaries. Sakkaya Ditti, personality view, Vichikicha, doubt, and Silabhata Paramasa, religious practices or rites, and Ditthanusaya, so Ditti Anusaya, and so maybe we can take a little bit more time to translate this. Ditti is the view, and Anusaya is the latent tendency, and Vichikicha is the doubt, and the latent tendency related to doubt. And then Tade Kattacha, Tang Ekatta, that means related to that. Kilesa, impurities or defilements. Ayang Patama Sima, this is the first boundary. And so we will maybe take word by word here. Sima Tigo, and gone over the limits. And here, okay, Sima Tigo, gone over the limits. And then Brahmana. So Brahmana, a Brahmana or a sage, a man of the Brahman caste also can be called Brahmana, priestly class. And we can see here Arahant, person also is called Brahmana. It is defined in the Atakatas like Bahita Papa Brahmano. The one who has abandoned the papas or evils also called Brahmana. So in Dhammapada, the last chapter, the 26th chapter, is totally dedicated to the word Brahmana. Brahmana. Yeah, here we have a lot of information about this word Brahmana. So not necessarily the person in the priestly class in India, but also according to Buddhist tradition, the Brahmana also is used for the Arahanta person. This is just another word that we need to remember. There can be like depending on the context, we have to use whether it is a Brahman caste or an Arahanta person. In this particular case, it is the Arahanta person. Okay. And Tassa, this is Ta Sadda, Tassa Ta, and two, or this is the actually dative case. So to him, to him means to that, this is a pronoun, masculine. So to the Arahanta person, Nati, Na Ati, not have. We can, Na means not, Ati means have. So Nati means not have. And then Nyatva, this is indicative verb, so having known, Nyatva. Okay, this comes from Janati. So Janati, if we say Janati, that means actually knows. So can also be taken from, you see, knows. And here it's indicative. So when we say janatitva or janitva or nyatva. Janati. Okay. And then cha. We have found this many times. So it's another word that can be also and or further. So here that is the meaning. Can apply to other words too. And diswa, again, the word diswa, another indicative, and here also comes from dasati, means to see. Okay, dasati. And dasati means sees. So and then having seen, that is this dasatitva or diswa. That's how it goes, like this. And then cha, same like before, also, and also we can say. And then samuggahitam, firmly grasped. So samuggahita, accepted or understood, is another. So gahita, ganhati is the root, we can say. So ganhati is to take or hold. And then we say uggahita, it is like ugganhati is to learn, but also can be like little bit grasping. And when we say samuggahita, that is firmly grasping. So this is the past participle, samuggahitang. So it is accusative, samuggahita. And iti, again we have found this word many times. Iti means thus. Also at the end of a sentence, sometimes we can quote unquote, we can also use iti to end a quote. And then Seema. Now this is the two lines of the original stanza in the Sutta Nipata. And now Mahaniddesa's contribution here comes, and it explains those words in detail. Seema is a Srimati is a slur, so it's a sandhi. So we can break it into Seema and iti. Seema means boundary. Can see boundary, limit. Chapter of Buddhist monks, also called Seema, when the monks actually perform their Vinaya karmas, that is also called Seema. They can be Baddha Seema, Udakukepa Seema, Gama Seema, different kinds of Seemas are there. And that is where those chapter houses, where the monks perform their very, very important Vinaya karmas. But this one is just the boundary, limit, Seema, and this is a feminine noun, and Patama Vibhatti Ekavachana. Parent is Seema.
And they have a question.
Yeah.
The word samugahitam is the ending is a M with a dot under.
Oh, yeah, that's how it is given here. But samugahitang is actually, it should come like M under dot underneath. But because of un and t, samugahitan t, and then we have the n here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
because
okay.
it is actually a combination.
Okay.
Samugahitan iti. Yeah.
Thank.
And yeah, thank you for that question. Yeah, chatasso simayo. So chatu is another word, and we will learn Pali level 2 students. Maybe we'll have a chance to learn about the declension of numbers maybe sooner. And so chatu, chattaro, chatasso, these are some variations of the declension of chatu. Chatasso simayo. So sima is the ekavachana, simayo is the bahuvachana. Okay, chatasso simayo means 4 boundaries. And yeah, that's how it happens. So chatu is 4, and chatasso comes from that. And then we have simayo, again sima, and sima is boundary, and then maybe I will remove a here. We will use only boundary, and then yo here is actually the bahuvachana. Okay, so boundary. Uh, yeah, so it's boundaries, and plural nominative patama vibhatti. Chatasso simayo, 4 simas, 4 boundaries. 4 boundaries happens Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahanta in 4 different levels, 4 different stages of sainthood. You have these boundaries. These are the 4 boundaries. So interesting question. If somebody asks you what are the 4 simas, this is another like supramundane simas or boundaries that you can talk about. Apart from those Vinaya simas, these less talking, less discussed simas, that word. Okay. So Sakkaya Ditti, personality view, like within this body, you think there is someone. So there is someone, a person, a life, and that is Sakkaya Ditti, um, personality view. So own body or person. So we this is the Ditti means view. I think this is the body. Yeah, this is the body, and this is view or dogma, and this is the nominative Sakkaya Ditti. Okay, and so Santakaya or Sakkaya means own body, someone's own body. I think if we take Sakkaya here, let me first save this, and We'll go to the dictionary now. And Santakaya I could not find here anyway. So Sakkaya, hearsay of individuality. Individuality view is another word. So Sakkaya Ditti, we don't have much of um, information about that word. Interesting. I think there should be more information about that word. Sakkaya. And if we remove this, then we can get some breakout. Here we can say Sakkaya, Satkaya. Okay. The body in being, the existing body or group, individuality. Sakkaya Ditti. Sakkayoti Panchupadana Kanda. So Sakkaya means five grasping Khanda, so aggregates. And Sati Rupadi Bhede Kaye Ditti. So Rupadi Bhede Kaye Ditti Sati. Vijyamanava Kaye Dittiti Sakkaya Ditti. So in this body, in this form, you think there is a life or there is a being. That is why it is called personality view. Actually, that is why we are into the samsara. For those who are following like Buddhism, or those who are interested in achieving Nibbana, I must say this is the most important word. This is a very, very crucial word for you to learn, and you need to learn much more about this particular word called Sakkaya Ditti, because that is the crack of the first opening of the gate to Nibbana. If you crack this open, if you get rid of the Sakkaya Ditti, that will be the way to Sotapanna. Only if you are in Sotapanna stage, you will never be born in the hell realm, and you will be able to attain arahanthood in approximately in 7 births. Okay, that is called Sattakhattu Parama. And that is why it's really important to know Sakkaya Ditti. All the others will come late. But you need to decode this word. You need to learn much more about this word. If you want to attain Sotapanna, Jiva Nibbana is granted. Really. No matter, even if you are born in the Brahma realm or what, no, like if you have jhanas or samapatis, you will still be born in the animal realm. Later on, even in the other realm, you will be dragged to the samsara. But if you attain the Sotapanna stage, you will always have a definite destination. So it's really important to know this word Sakkaya Ditti,
Ini di
personality.
data penjamin, tapi sekarang data penjaminnya di lock.
Okay, the next word is Vichikicha. Vichikicha means doubt. So there are different kinds of doubts, and Vichikicha. Yeah, you see preposition much. Let's use the word Vichikicha. Let's see how it goes. And doubt. And Vichikicha. Um, okay, Vichikicha. Doubt, uncertainty, and this is another case that many of us have. We doubt whether we had a past lives or whether we will have future life.
等下我先这个拍，你按那个。
Okay, so whether we had past life or whether we will have future life, whether we had karma or the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, all these things. Even in Paticca if we have doubts, then you cannot become Sotapanna. You have to have a very clear understanding. Everything should be perfectly clear, crystal clear, if you want to become Sotapanna. So Sakkaya Ditthi is the first, and then comes the Vichikicha, the uh, different kinds of doubts that you need to clear. And you can see here the word Vichikicha is explained. Here Vichikicha, Dhamma Sangani, in the Abhidhamma Pitaka, Dhamma Sangani Pakarana, the first Pakarana, Tattakatamang Vichikicha Nivaranang. So Vichikicha is also a hindrance. Sattarikankati Vichikichati. So that person has the doubt about the Sattari, means the teacher, the Buddha. Dhamme Kankati Vichikichati. He has the doubt, he or she has the doubt about the Dhamma, in the Dhamma. Sanghe Kankati Vichikichati. He or she has the doubt in the Sangha. Sikhaya Kankati Vichikichati. Also about the precept. And then Pubbante Kankati means previous births. Aparante Kankati, after birth, after life. Life after death. Pubbanta Aparante means both previous and birth after life, after death. And then Idappaccheta Paticca Sampannesu Dhammesu Kankati Vichikichati. That means dependent origination. Paticca Samuppana Dhammas, the doubt about these things. This is a good explanation about this is called eightfold doubts. One has to get rid of these doubts too if someone wants to attain Sotapanna. So Vichikicha means that 8 kinds of doubts. Okay. So Sakkaya Ditthi is an important word, and then again the Vichikicha. And next is the Silabbata Paramasa. Okay. Silabbata Paramasa. So Sila, Vata and Paramasa. And here we can see skeptical doubt, personality beliefs, skeptical doubt, and that is actually Sakkaya Ditthi and Vichikicha. And yeah, here Silabbata Paramasa, amigo. Yeah, Silabbata Paramasa is not explained here, but Sila, different kinds of virtues, different kinds of moral conduct, different kinds of practices, so many customs, rites and rituals people might follow, and not necessarily lead into Nibbana. And the Vata is like, again, rites, religious duty, observances, like maybe some form of chanting, or those days some people were trying to get rid of some kilesa, some defilements, by way of practicing so many rites and rituals. And we are still doing it. Even today we are still doing it. But if they do not help us to get rid of the defilements, then it can be under Silabbata Paramasa. So we have to be very careful about that. Silabbata Paramasa. Okay. So here, let's say, like those days, some people were having fire all around, trying to burn out the defilements. That and then some people were drowned in the water, thinking that the defilements can be washed away, and then even today there can be like maybe listening to some birds or like this and that, some omens and signs and all these things. Maybe like you know how to practice this thing, you have to keep your like in a particular time of the day you have to keep your foot towards the east or towards the west, or then left foot first, or all kinds of things, and your head should be towards this and that. And so these all can be under Sila Buddha Paramasa. If you think this way, you can get rid of the defilement. This is nothing to do with the Nibbana way. So some people do that, and even though maybe even the so-called Buddhist people, they might practice many Sila Pada Paramasa. So it's also very important. Sila or virtue or morality, let's say, and Vata, maybe I would like to call it like a right, religious duty or observance. Vata, you can see here. Yeah, right. Um, rites and rituals. Yeah, practices, rites, rituals, habits. This all can be part of it. And then touching. Paramasa is to touch. Yeah, paramasa is touching. And then yeah, Silabbata paramasa. So holding on to those rites and rituals, religious practices or rites, that can be a sangyojana, a hindrance towards the nibbana. Yeah, these are the three very important notions that we need to learn in detail, practice in detail, and then if you want to become Sotapanna, these three things should be very clearly understood. I want to reiterate this. I want to emphasize this to everyone who watch this live or who watch this later on. And I want to tell everyone, if you want to attain Sotapanna, please learn more about these words. And there are many suttas discussing about this Sakkaya Ditthi Vicikicca Silabbata Paramasa. It's really important. And then we have also here like Ditti and Ditthanusaya. So again, Anusaya means latent tendency. Ditti is, it can be a dogmatic view, it can be a belief, it can be a sight, it can be a doctrine, false doctrine, hearsay, it can be anything. And then Anusaya is the latent tendency. They are like underneath, in depth, deep rooted, very difficult to uh, get rid of them. Latent tendency. Okay. Okay. Anusaya. Yes. Here we go. So latent tendency and technetic. So this is called view on latent tendency. View and maybe Ditti Anusaya. Let's say view on latent tendency. So Sakkaya Ditti itself can be a latent tendency. Some of the views, some of the beliefs that we have, it is very difficult to get rid of. Maybe due to culture, due to anything, your own ego, your own personality view, your own learning, your own ego, your own culture, community, all these things can be there, and it will be very, very difficult to get rid of them. And also maybe your own sansaric habits come, then also it will be difficult to get rid of. Maybe from your parents, you were born as to a particular community or cultural group or religious group or whatever, these latent tendencies can still be there. And then again, due to your own karmic formations, the ditti can be an anusaya in you, dittha anusaya. And so Sakkaya Ditti Vichikicha Silabbata Paramasa and Ditthanusaya is related to Sakkaya Ditti, and Vichikicha Anusaya is related to Vichikicha again. Anusaya. So here again, Vichikicha is doubt, skeptical doubt, maybe uncertainty, you're not clear what is correct. And then we have proclivity, desire, latent disposition is another. Latent disposition is another word, or latent tendency, as we have learned before. So we will use here Anusaya, latent tendency. And then okay. So doubt on latent tendency, that is called Vichikicha Anusaya. Okay. So Sakkaya Ditti, Vichikicha, Silabbata Paramasa, and so Ditthanusaya and Vichikichanusaya, and then Tadekatthacha Kilesa. So Tang Ekatthacha is the word. So Tang means that, related to that. It's interesting. Okay. Okay, here we go. Tang. Tang Ekattha. Let's see, Tang means that. And then Ekattha. Here we have Tadekattha. Ekattha. The Ekattha. Okay, the Ekattha also okay. Tadekattha. Okay, so that means related to that. Okay. is, okay, this is plural. Tade katthacha se. Oh. Okay. Related to that, in the sense related to those um, uh, Dittanuse and Vichikichanuse, etc. So all those related defilements. Tade katthacha kilesa cha also. Yes. And then kilesa, impurities or defilements. We have here impurity, defilement, moral defilement, passion, lust, depravity, sin, corruption, human passion. Again, very interesting word, kilesa. Whichever is polluting our mind, chitta, they are kilesas. And a is plural. I think with the dot we use most of the time, so we use the same. Impurities, kilesa. This is nominative. Yeah. Okay. Let me double check with the. Yeah, it is masculine. Me also check tade kattha chakilesa. Okay. Ayang pathama sima. This is ayang or imasadda. This is again a pronoun. Ayang means this. Ima. This means singular. Can use it like nam. Yeah. Ayang. Oh. Patama vibhatti. Okay. Patama vibhatti. So ayang means this. Ima sadda. Okay. Okay. Ayang. Patama means patama. First. It's not the nominative. This means first. Again, singular. Yeah, this means singular first. Patama. Noun. Ayang patama sima. First boundary. Ayang patama sima. This is the first boundary. Sima. Boundary. Yeah, singular. Yeah, sima is a ittilinga noun, or what we call feminine. Okay. Ayang patama sima. Okay, so I think with that we will stop here today, and after that we will discuss from next time onward. It will take some time, but I think it takes little bit is okay, but we at least have some idea overall about this paragraph, and we will continue with the rest of the paragraph from next week. Okay.
Thank you, Bande. Thank you very much for your teaching today. May Bande lead us in making aspiration and sharing the merits, please.
Okay. All right. I would like to also appreciate Cheng Chiu for showing up the Atakata version. Visati Vattuka Sakkaya. Yes, there are 20 kinds of Sakkaya Ditti. Rupa Dinang Panchanang, Kanda Dinang Eke Kampi, Rupang Attato Samanupasati. Ti Adina. So Rupa Vedana, Sanya Sankhara Vijnana. So we have 5, and then it goes on to the Sakkaya Ditti becomes 20 that way. Rupa Adinang Panchanang Khandanang Eke Kampi Rupang, then Rupa Vedana Sanya Sankhara, and then I think it is the other way, so it becomes 4. I will also take this topic later on next time. Okay. Thank you. I will discuss, explain a little bit about that next time. Please help me with this next time again. Thank you. Okay, with that we conclude today. Thank you everyone for joining us for this very, very important topic. And I hope I want to actually arouse your curiosity and also your enthusiasm towards these topics. Sakkaya Ditthi, Vicikiccha, Silabbata Paramasa. Yeah, I want you to crack open this one somehow, somewhere, as soon as possible. And then we will be in the Sotapanna stage, stream enter stage. And then our liberation will be in near vicinity, close proximity to all of us. And I wish and pray that all of us be able to learn the Dhamma, practice the Dhamma, and come closer to that final liberation by learning this kind of Dhamma itself will be a merit-making event, and it will expand our territory of our Dhamma understanding, and clear comprehension of the Dhamma will be very helpful for all of us in our meditation. You can just go through this paragraph and then also do some meditation and practice that will also um, very different, that will also be a very different experience to all of you. And may you be able to live with peace, happiness, and good health, and with the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. May you and your family members, and may you and your monastic community be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever you are. May all sentient beings, including Devas, Brahmas in the celestial realms, and also the other sentient beings in the lower realms, and be well, happy, healthy, safe by the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. May all of us and all of them, and including all our departed relatives, be able to achieve the absolute peace and happiness, the ultimate bliss of Nibbana at the end of our samsara, with the powerful merits that we have all accrued during this life and during our whole course of samsara. Thinking thus, we conclude today with this blissful chanting. Sabbityo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatvang tarayo sukhe digayuko bhava. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te abhivadana silissa niccang addhapachayino Chattaro dhamma vaddhanti ayuvannu sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti iminate samijjatu sadhu sadhu sadhu. Thank you.
Thanks again, Pandey, and thank you everyone for your time and participation. Till we meet next week, may all be healthy, happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.